how did you feel when we first were like, okay, we're going to be a little bit public about a relationship?
At first, it definitely was hard because it could all be very overwhelming. It was definitely overwhelming and intense at first,
It was.
and it's like you almost feel that pressure of needing to just be perfect. And so it
Yeah.
really confused me and infiltrated my mind, because not only I had to hold myself to that perfect standard, I was also holding you to a perfect standard as well. So any moment of flaw on my side or on your side, it was World War III, because it's like, man, we're
And now
not
the world
perfect.
sees.
Knew something wasn't right with him. KEKE Palmer has filed for a restraining order against her ex-boyfriend Darius Jackson, and I'm gonna read y'all the article. KEKE Palmer claims her ex-boyfriend Darius Jackson was physically abusive during their relationship, as she has submitted photographic evidence as part of her plea for protection. Radar Online has obtained stills of Palmer's security footage that she attached to her restraining order petition. KEKE told the court, "I am very concerned for Leo's safety with Darius, given his violent and volatile, jealous nature, comments he has made, which has caused me grave concern, and the lack of restraint Darius has already exhibited regarding his temper in front of our son." The entertainer claimed Jackson had been abusive during their relationship, which lasted from June 2021 to October 2023. The abuse during our relationship was not just physical, but emotional and manipulative. Darius would love bomb me and make me feel like I was the most important woman in the world, only to get extremely distant and cold over a perceived insult to him, she wrote in an emotional declaration. Palmer claimed Jackson showed up at her home unannounced on November the 5th, 2023. She said before 11 a.m., Jackson burst into her bedroom and demanded to see their son. Palmer said he wanted to take their 8-month-old to a football game. Palmer opposed him taking their son. She claimed Jackson started screaming at her before he lunged at her, grabbing her by her neck and face, knocked her backwards over the couch, stole her phone out of her hands, and then ran out of the house. She said the police were called and spoke to all parties. Palmer said the police told her to file the restraining order in her petition. Palmer described another incident that went down in February of 2022. The actress said Jackson choked me and body slammed me onto the stairs in my home after becoming violently jealous and irrationally angry over a bikini picture. Palmer said Jackson became enraged over a bikini photo of her. She said she showed him a photo of her workout results while at a friend's party. She said she only showed him the photo, but he still became upset. On the drive home, I was worried that we would get into an accident because of how angry he was. Darius spent the rest of the night yelling at me, not letting me sleep so he could keep yelling at me, she said. In the bedroom, he slammed me on the floor and slapped my head from side to side. The next morning, he was standing at the bottom of the stairs near the front door screaming at me as I was coming down the stairs, Palmer said. When I was almost at the bottom of the stairs, he grabbed me around my neck and body slammed me back onto the stairs. Palmer included screenshots of the security camera footage from both incidents. A judge has yet to sign off on her petition. Now, it has been an update since then. It says KEKE Palmer's ex-boyfriend, Darius Jackson, has been ordered to stay 100 yards away from the actress and their 8-month-old son, according to court documents obtained by Radar Online. As Los Angeles Superior Court judge granted Palmer's motion for a temporary restraining order. In addition, Palmer will have sole custody of their child until further notice. The order said Jackson is not allowed visitations with his son for the time being. In her declaration, KEKE also said that given Darius' uncontrolled, violent outbursts in the past, whenever he became jealous, I became seriously concerned he would hurt our son, even if it was just to hurt me. During an alleged September 2023 incident, Palmer said Jackson became frustrated with their crying son. She says Darius started getting rough with Leo physically, and I stepped in to make sure Darius would not hurt him. Darius was angry, and it almost became a tug of war with Leo. Palmer said Darius finally let go, and Leo was not harmed, but as I was holding Leo, trying to comfort him and finish changing his diaper, Darius hit me in the head before storming out of the room. Darius himself hasn't spoken out about any of it.
The right man. It's all about choosing the right man. If you watch my oldest video when I talk about Nikki and Jamie and their divorce and marriage, if you haven't watched that, go and watch that video after this one, of course. I always say to choose the right man, because when you choose the wrong person, the wrong partner, you are going to reap the consequences. most of my video, I always share that you need to choose the right man. You need to choose the right partner in your life. The person that you are today, the way your couple is today, the way your marriage is today, is because of the choice you made. The person with who you are today is because of the choice that you made. When you choose to be with a certain type of guy or person, you are going to reap the consequences. Don't imagine to be with a man that you notice that he has that tendency to be violent and you decide to be with him. What do you expect? What do you think? You decide to be with a man who is a cheater. What do you expect he's going to do in your relationship or your marriage? He's going to keep cheating. Sometimes we think that we can change a person. Sometimes we think that because they married us, because they decided to be with us, because he chose me as his girlfriend, things are going to be different. No. No, people don't change like that. If a guy does something to a girl and left that girl, he's going to come to you and do the same thing. It's all about the choice that we make. KEKE knew exactly what type of guy he was. And she chose him. She chose to be with him. She chose to have a baby with him. She chose to be in that relationship. And she needs to be accountable. I'm proud of her because she didn't put her business out of the door, okay? She didn't put her business, her life out of the door. We all know what's going on right now because of the court situation, because of, the extent of her problem. I'm proud of her for that because a lot of women today, they are on social media sharing with us what's going on in their relationship, sharing with us what's going on in their marriage. People are sharing whatever and whoever. We don't have to know all that. We don't have to know all that business. But with KEKE, I'm proud of her because she didn't share her business, and I'm happy for it. I don't know if she shared with her family member, with brothers and sisters, her friends, what was going on in her relationship. I don't know. I don't think so. You would never see a physical mistreated woman come around and share with her friends and family that her partner is beating her or her husband is beating her or her boyfriend is beating her. Most of the time, no. Those type of people, they don't share. Those type of people, instead, they're going to put those men at a pedestal, okay? When they are going to talk about their husband or their partner or their boyfriend, they're going to put those men at a certain pedestal. And most of the time, those type of women, they do it because they say that they are strong. In their mind, they perceive themselves as a strong woman. They think that they are strong. In return, they kept quiet. They don't share what's going on. They struggle in silence. Most of the women that I have encountered that are beaten in their relationship are the women most of the time that are said strong women. Those are the ones that are suffering and that are mistreated in their relationship. When you listen to what KEKE said about her boyfriend or the father of her baby, she always said that, oh, he did this because he is jealous. He beat me because he is jealous. He did this because jealousy. You can hear that. You can already have a little bit an idea about their relationship. A man cannot just wake up and start to beat you. No, something happened. You need to understand something about men. Let me explain you something about men, guys. Men that beat women are coward men. Those type of men are cowards. And I'm saying that because those type of men are the type of men who they beat their women because they are trying to show to those women that they are strong, they are capable. That's the way they are doing it, but they are doing it in the wrong way. A man who starts to beat his girlfriend or his wife is the type of man who feels small in his marriage or his couple. He is the type of man who feels not respected. He doesn't feel valued. He doesn't feel needed. The type of man where the woman most of the time is always talking. She doesn't value him. She doesn't put him at a certain pedestal when they are together. She can do it behind his back, but in front of him, she doesn't do that. So because those type of men feel neglected, not needed, not wanted, they feel small. They feel like there's a competition between him and her. They feel like they're always losing. They feel small. They feel like they trapped somewhere, and the only thing they want is to get out and to say that I'm in charge. You need to understand that I'm in charge. And the consequences of that is what? They start to beat the woman. Because they want to show to that woman that I'm in charge. I'm superior than you. You need to respect me. That's why. I'm against violence, guys. I'm against violence. I'm against a woman beating her husband. I'm against husband beating wife or girlfriend. I'm against violence. There is no reasons to be violent toward his partner. There is no reasons. Your partner is not your child. You are not the parent of your partner. Both of you are grown up. But there is a difference between a man and a woman. The way men proceed things, the way men think is completely different than the way us women we are thinking. Most of the time, men don't know how to talk. Men don't know how to talk. But we women, I'm sorry guys, we women, we have this. We have this mouth. When we start speaking, oh my gosh, men don't know how to respond. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. And the only thing they think about it is violence most of the time. If the man is not gonna be violent, he's gonna leave the room. And most men that are conscious, that know their value, they're gonna leave the room. They're not gonna stay. But other type of men that feel small, that do not know their value, that do not understand it, they want to try to show you by beating you. That's the consequences. And it comes the choice, the type of guy, the type of man you decided to be with. That was your choice. You choose him. You choose him. I'm going to give some advice. Even you guys never asked me, you didn't ask me, but I'm going to give you some advice to all the women out there that are single or married or wants to be in a relationship or that are trying to get in the relationship. When you see stuff like that, don't be afraid. But I'm going to give some advice right here. Women, you need to shut up. Zip up, shut up. When you are having argument with your man, please don't insult him. Don't say things that are going to hurt him. Because by talking too much and saying things that are hurtful, he is going to hurt you. And if you want to avoid that, shut up, zip up. The second thing I'm going to say is uplift your man. Don't make your man feel small. Don't make your man feel not valued, not desired, not wanted. Don't make him feel small. By making him feel small is going to create an atmosphere in your relationship. And most of the time that atmosphere is nasty, it's bad. It's going to trigger something in him that him himself sometimes doesn't know. It's going to be lynched back to you. Uplift your man. All the women that I know that uplift their men, they are not in that type of circumstances. A man that is valued, that is wanted, that is respected, he never gonna beat or mistreat the person who give him the glory, the person who make him feel a certain way. You need to understand the ego of men, and you need to master that. One of the tips to master the ego of a man is to uplift him. The third advice I'm going to give you guys is to respect your man. And what I mean by respect your man, know how to talk to him. Know when to say certain things. Know how to say certain things. Sometimes you think that what you are saying is right, is perfect. But there's a problem. Your tone of voice is bad. The way you are speaking to him is bad. That tone, even if you are not insulting him, you're not saying something that is bad, but the tone, the way you are saying, that man can feel disrespected. Even if none of your words are disrespectful, but because the tone of your voice is disrespectful, he is going to feel that you are disrespecting him. The last thing I'm going to say here is that show him that you need him, even if you don't need him. Show your man you need him. There are things around the house that you shouldn't do. You need to show him that you need him. You can't do that. I can't put the trash outside, babe. It's too heavy. Please help me. Do this for me. I can't change the bowl of my light, babe. Please do it. There are a lot of things that you don't have to do. Call your man, call your husband, especially in need. There are things that you shouldn't fight. Even if you have money sometimes. Here I'm speaking especially about wife. Even if it's about money, ask your man money, even if you have the money. Act with him like you are still dating. Make him, show him that you want him and you need him. That's the science of men. Men are not difficult. Men are not difficult. Men are simple. They are simple. They are easy to understand. And that's why women don't understand men, because they are so simple. Things men want in their life. They want to be respected. They want to lead. They want to provide. And of course, they want to protect. I wanted to say four. This is important for men, for all men. It doesn't matter. When you do all those things in your relationship, in your marriage, write me a comment or send me an email and let me know what's going on. I want to say something now to all the ladies. When you are in a relationship and you are not married yet, and you start to see that the men start beating you, run for your life. Go and run for your life. I know there are some men that they put their hands on their fiancé or their girlfriend once, and today they are married and they still regret the act that they did. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Sometimes there are mistakes. You need to identify if your man is that type of man. If it was really a mistake. Not all the men is going to be like that. There are some men, as soon as they put their hands on you, it's going to be during your whole relationship. And you need to depict that. You need to be wise and see that if is the right man for you. I can forgive you and stay away from you and love you from a distance. I don't have to stay here. I don't have to stay with you. Or I can forgive you and stay with you and still be beaten.
Well, looks like the judge made his decision before you. The judge has granted KEKE Palmer sole custody of their infant and a temporary restraining order against the father, Darius, and also has ordered him to turn over his handgun to the police.
A lot of people are praising women having children, even if they are not married. You see the consequences now. Their child is going to grow up without a father. That's why I'm against having children before getting married. I know it can also happen in a marriage, I know, but it mostly happened to women don't have their children in a committed relationship like marriage. A committed relationship is not marriage. That's why I really encourage all the women to always have children in a marriage, not before getting married. Another child is going to grow up without his father. It's really sad. It's really sad. I feel very bad for KK. I feel bad for all the things that she endured. Okay, I don't know why she still or kept staying with the men who put hands on her all the time. Every time they have a disagreement or something. Okay, I don't know why she stayed with him. Maybe she stayed with him because she knew she is the cause of all that. I don't know. Maybe she stayed with him for some reason that we don't know. But violence is a no, no, no. And don't be surprised to see her with him again. Don't be surprised, guys. Don't be surprised. Most of the women that are mistreated and that are beaten, most of the time they don't leave those type of men. Most of the time they stay. They can separate for a certain time and then they're gonna come back. So we just have to pray that she really get out of this situation and that their child have the ability to see his mom and his dad at the same times. Because I'm against I'm against of the fact that a dad is not able to see his child. I'm against, and I'm also against for the fact that some women don't want the father to see the child. Some women, because of what's going on in their relationship, they want to punish the man by using the children. I'm against that. The child is supposed to see his dad. The child is supposed to be with his dad. My camera went blank and dark, so I'm just gonna leave you guys and see you. Bye bye.